This is the intro to Long Hair Pretty Nail Show. Yeah.
Give it up for the notification squad. These were the first 3 comments in my last video. If you want a chance to be featured, make sure you hit that notification bell and come show your girl some love when I drop a new video. And today's featured comment goes to CRWLH. So I was in Walmart and I stumbled across this gel nail polish remover kit, and as you can see, it's $25. And this kit allows you to remove gel polish from your natural nails at home in 10 minutes. So I was curious to see if it will also remove other stuff. So today I'll be testing out if it removes polygel, acrylic, and dip powder nails. So it says it's quick and easy gel nail polish remover. No more cotton and no more foil. So let's see about that. Let's open this up and see what we get. So you have the steamer, and then you have the plug, a nail file, and a cuticle pusher and scraper combo. And of course, the instructions. As with anything, you want to read the instructions because this is an electrical device and you want to make sure that you're doing everything right so you won't mess anything up. And it also shows you how to hold your hand when you put it inside of the steamer. It also comes with this extra cup and this extra silicone finger thingy. This is the finger hole thing that goes inside here that I guess keeps the steam inside. All right, so these are the polygel milk bath nails that I did. I will link the video down below if you guys didn't see it, but it is time for these to come off. So the first thing I do is use my large nippers and I snip off the length, and then I take off all of the crystals. After that, I'm going to go in with my nail drill and this very coarse nail bit. I believe I got this from I think it was Tony Lee Nails. I will leave the link down below to this. But anyway, I go ahead and file this down as thin as I'm comfortable with. Because this is a very coarse file, I don't go all the way down to my natural nail because I don't want to, mess anything up or hurt myself. So this is after filing down all of the polygel. So now I am going to fill this up in the cup, and as you can see here, it does have 2 fill lines. So I'm going to go to the first one that says 5 ml, and I'm going to pour in 100% acetone nail polish remover. So anyway, you plug it up, you hit the power switch, and then this red light comes on when it's heating. After it's done heating, the green light for steam will come on, and then you place your hand inside of the steamer. So after 10 minutes, this is what the polygel looks like, and it is softer, so I'm just gonna go ahead and scrape it off. So from my experience, although polygel is the simplest nail extension medium, it is the hardest to get off. Like, there is no polygel that just softens up and just scrapes off with ease. I always have to scrape off what I can, and then I put it back in the steamer for another 10 minutes. So after that time, I can scrape off a little bit more. But yeah, polygel is the worst to get off. So this is after doing another 10-minute steaming session, and then now I'm able to get it all the way off. So after scraping off the last bit of it, I'm just going to use the hand file to file away any of the residue. And then I use my buffer to smooth out the nail and buff away any of the scratches from the nail file. So after that, I wash my hands and then I apply cuticle oil. And I make sure to rub that in really nicely because I want to replenish all of the oils that I sucked out. But yeah, the polygel nails comes off, and it took about maybe 35 minutes. So these are the acrylic milk bath nails that I did. I love this set. If you guys didn't see this video, I will leave the link down below. But it is time to take these off as well. So I do the same steps with cutting down the length, taking off the crystals, and then filing down to a really thin layer with my e-file. Once I have it filed down as thinly as I'm comfortable with, go ahead and fill up the steamer with the acetone. Cut it on and allow it to warm up. It does take about, I think, a minute or two for it to warm up fully. And then once that green light comes on, you can go ahead and place your fingers inside. And it does run on a 10-minute cycle. Yeah, so after about 10 minutes, I take my hand out, and I love how easy acrylic is to get off. As you can see, when you use good quality acrylic, it just fluffs up and it just scrapes off with ease. I know a lot of you guys have a hard time with acrylic, but that is really one of my favorite mediums to work with because I feel like you could be more creative, and also it comes off the easiest. This one took the least time to come off. So after scraping off what I did, I went ahead and did another 10 minutes inside of the steamer. And this is what it's looking like. And honestly, it's just, I can get it all off now. So after scraping all of that off, I'm just going to use my hand file once again to file off any of the residue. Wipe the dust off and apply cuticle oil. And yeah, so acrylic comes off with the steamer in about 20 minutes. Alright, so these are the dip powder nails that I did with the Kiara Sky dip powder kit. One of my favorite dip powder sets. And these have been on for over 2 weeks, and as you guys can see, they are strong. Didn't have a problem with weakness or anything, in case any of you guys wanted to know. But yeah, it's time for these to come off. So I am just going to go ahead and do the same thing as before. Snipping the length and then filing down to as thin as I can get it. Now with dip powder nails, it's kind of hard to use an e-file on it. Like, it doesn't file smoothly. It like comes off in chunks, so be careful. So that's why I wasn't able to really file down as thinly as I wanted to, because it was like digging into the nail and I didn't want to hurt myself. So after soaking for 10 minutes, this is what it looks like. It's a gummy mess. Dip powder is my least favorite thing to take off because it's a mess. And for those who don't know, dip powder is finely milled acrylic powder and glue. So it's layers of acrylic powder and glue, just like 3 and 4 layers of it. So what you're seeing is like the gummy part is the glue. So yeah, just dip powder nails is just the worst to get off. It is one of my least favorites. It's just so sticky and ugh. But anyway, I scrape off what I can, roll it down the nail, and then I peel off what I can, and you're left with these dip powder chewed up gum balls. So I put my hand back in the steamer for 10 minutes and then I scrape off the layer. So like every time you put your hand in the steamer, you know, it softens up the top layer of the dip powder, and then you kind of just scrape that off and, you know, keep repeating the process. So this is after my third 10-minute session of steam. And it's still not all the way yet, and I got tired of touching it because it's just sticky. So I'm using the paper towel to kind of pull off the excess. And then we're going to do another steaming session for 10 minutes. And after scraping it off, this is what I'm left with. So once again, I'm using a different file here, but it's all the same. using a file to file off the residue, using my buffer to smooth over the nail, and this is what my nails look like. Dip powder took about 45 minutes for me to get off. That's way too long. So these are the Wish acrylic nails that I did, and I will leave a link to this video down below. But these stayed on good as well. As you can see, there's no breakage or anything like that. But yeah, I'm gonna do the same process. Clip the length off, file down to a thin layer. So once I have it down to a thin layer, I'm gonna go ahead and steam these. So after 10 minutes, this is what it's looking like. And as you guys can see, it did not fluff up nicely like the quality acrylic. This acrylic is from Wish and it was super cheap. So I'm pretty sure it has MMA in it. And if you guys don't know about that, it's really not a good chemical to use. It's actually against the law here in the US. But yeah, it has that in there, which gives it a very gummy texture when you try to take it off. So this is why I don't recommend the Wish kit, because it is not something you should use. But anyway, as you can see, it is not as easy to take off as the acrylic that I use for the milk bath nail. But even though it does have MMA in it, it's still, you know, kind of easy to take off. It's not giving me a hard time or anything. So, but as you can see, I can pretty much just roll it down the nail and then peel off the excess. So I do another 10-minute steaming session, and then I'm able to get more of it off. See, that's that stickiness I was talking about. Quality acrylic is not supposed to do that. So yeah, I know a lot of you guys wanted to know how I was going to get these Wish nails off. So as you can see, it's not that bad, but like I said, I still wouldn't recommend the Wish acrylic. So I only had to do 2 of the 10-minute steaming sessions for this to come off. And now I'm just going to file the nails and buff them and then put on my cuticle oil. So the Wish acrylic came off the same time as the other one. I think it was like 20 minutes, 25 minutes. So I do recommend this steamer. This is pretty much what I use to take off all of my nails. That's how I'm able to kind of flip my nail designs as quick as I do. A lot of you guys wanted to know how I take my nails off, so I hope this video was helpful.
This is the outro to the long hair pretty nail show.